tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
Hey. Ha. It's them diamonds.
Black on the track.
I got my bro Chaotic Black on the track. Miss Fat Cat. Young Rue, way too much on my brain, so I might as well spit it. Miss Trick still known to be the motherfucking realest, and never been the type to give a fuck about your feelings. A-Code Diamond, Triple D villain, might catch me in the booth straight spitting when I'm living, or catch me in your hood posted on the block gritting. Rise and shine, nigga, I'm that diamond. It's them diamonds taking over the globe. My journey started back in the CO, Texas to Arkansas. I'm about to have the whole South froze. Nigga, if you don't work, you don't eat. And a nigga like me trying to get up out these streets, spitting knowledge on these beats, turns my beauty into beast. And when I'm on top, my whole city gon' feast. Way too much on my brain, too much on my brain. Not worried about a bitch, middle finger to the lane. Y'all niggas better listen, pay attention to game. This here is no race, please stay in your lane, little nigga. Ay, and I'm known to murder the beat. Lyrical genius, no punk in these streets. I'm swagging on niggas, fresh kicks on my feet. Catch me in the club, nigga, I'm geeked, and I'm blazing good. Me and my niggas burn major wood. Got a bad bitch rolling with me, ain't nobody fucking with me. If a nigga tripping, I'll call out my guns. And them niggas is deep. Tricks, game, boss up, ENT.
Is that my nigga Trick?
I be like, what's up? She be like,
turn up, let's get it.
Hey.
Way too much on my brain. 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 Way too much on my brain, way too much on my brain.
My thought process like Pinky, take over the world, money stretching like monkeys. Can't get the topic, I rock it, won't stop it. They flocking and jocking, you might as well king me. Reason I be going off on every single track is for the fact of the matter, keep a lot of on my mental. So detrimental, I kill instrumentals, and what's coincidental, I don't use a pencil. Besides that point, I'm thinking to myself, I'm driving down the road to riches in the fast lane. Get a green just like a grass stain, better relax, man. What you up just like a cascade, I'm strapped like Max Payne. I fear none, but I respect all, and I don't ever bite my motherfucking tongue. Still holler, fuck the world with my middle fingers up a strange cloud to the cushion, my lung.
How the fuck is you listening? You still talking? Break this bitch, my nigga, not hardly mastermind. Nigga in his money, and fuck you, bitch, if you acting funny. Holla at Trick, tell her road wasn't funny. R.I.P. to the dead and gone. Rest in love, he called you home. Miss Fat Cat, and I stand alone. I do my dirt all on my own. I bet now, bitch, gonna take my throne. Round 26 is all on chrome. Gotta go to work just to get that dough. So much on my mind that it ain't no joke. I'm in these streets selling tracks like dope. Miss Fat Cat, yeah, that's for sure. Getting these chips is all that I know.
Way too much on my brain. 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 Way too much on my brain.
You wanna act like a bitch, then I'll treat you like a bitch. Pussy fuck nigga, stay the fuck on my dick. I'm straight like 38, jumping back to 6 bricks. Caked up like a motherfucker, still he ain't lit. Case got passed on to the DA, but the charge never slid. A young weapon nigga make a broke bitch rich. I see a chick eyeing, then I'm finna take you bitch. Stevie Wonder diamonds, I'll blind you with my wrist. The left hand fast, but the right hand quick. No one throw a jab to make a sucker nigga quit. When it comes to this game, I'm super devoted. Pain in my voice sound like Pop Roller. Automatic shells, shotgun loaded. Got a case so big, you couldn't even hold it. And that Tricky told me to kill the beat. I already did it, made you move your feet.
Way too much on my brain.
You know it's still next
way
up.
Too much on my brain. Way 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 too much on my brain.
All right, you are now tuned in to OneBlockRadio.com. KSOS, DB, Denver, loud out of Casadell, smoking the bellows. It's Virtuous Women.
This is God Lily 44, and we are the Virtuous Women with Sweet Keisha right here. And today we are talking about, yes, of course, what do women think about most of the time when they're not thinking about bills and kids, and they're thinking about sex and how to have good sex. So we're going to talk about that. Sex when a woman gets past 35. Because see, that's your, like, you're getting ready to go into the middle age thing. And when you get to like 40, and then 45, and then after 50, most women have to pray to have sex after 50.
What? Pray?
Yeah, if you ain't got a husband. Yeah.
Lord Jesus,
Right.
would you drop a dick upon me at 50?
So that's the reason why we're going to talk about this.
Hopefully you got
Lord Jesus, could you roll
you got a husband.
a steady piece.
Could you roll a piece of pie and send it to my house at 50?
But if you even, let me explain something to you though. Women that got husbands still praying for dick. Because some of them don't work. Seriously. And I have women that tell me that they have other stuff besides sex now. Most women that have a husband that
Wait,
is
back up,
like
back up.
past 50 and stuff, they do other stuff besides having sex. So
It don't work. Their husband stuff don't work because they're
yeah,
too old.
sometimes it don't even have to be that old. Really, sometimes it don't work. Why you think Viagra, Cialis, and all this old man enhancing stuff is so big, and now they saying it's hurting the men. Cause see, I already knew that when I was nursing, and I was nursing.
Oh, because they got so
did you ever
big,
get
balls
men
can't
with
take it.
penis
Shit,
cancer?
your balls get big in the house.
I had 2 men with penis cancer.
Penis cancer?
They never talk about it.
I ain't never even heard of that.
It's
Look
penis
that
cancer.
up.
It's
You
such
got
a
them
thing.
big old dicks, your balls start hurting. You gotta hold that. You gotta hold that up.
Well,
It's like a chick with titties.
I think it's this false.
Too big of titties make your back hurt.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that's true.
I done heard that. They all
But
want
that's true.
reductions. All of the big titties.
Yeah, that's
want
true.
You got
reductions.
pelvic problems, too big a dick.
Look, but this is the part that trips me out. You got little titty women who going to pay to get their back hurting.
Yeah, because they
Then
get the
you got
biggest
the
boobs
women
they
who
can get.
got it.
Oh,
Trying to reduce the lane and
they
they
come
don't
with
want
super
it.
sports models now. They lighter, aerodynamic.
So that's what I don't.
It's the
Okay, but
perfect
now,
size right here. Perfect size.
it is,
right
to me,
here.
I got the perfect size.
You know, I done heard them say they don't need more than a mouthful.
Well, that's true.
what I done heard.
That's what I heard too. But now, what is the perfect size? That's another thing, because I had somebody tell me that they met a woman that had 3 boobs.
Perfect size for the breast.
Okay, yeah,
One
this is
titty
one of my
to the side.
husbands told me this. And I had 4 husbands, okay. So now, this one of my husbands told me this, since I'm not
It's a
supposed to call no
purpose,
names. I ain't gonna call no
Talk
names, but he
shit.
told me when we broke up that he had met this woman that had 3 boobs. And so I said, well, I thought that was really gross. And so I talked to my daughter, the one that got the 7 kids. And so I said, I was telling her after having an operation, my diverticulitis looked like I had 2 navels. And so I told my daughter, I said, hey, them 3 boobs is like having 2 navels. And so she said, no, mom, you got it wrong. She said, men can never have too many boobs. But 2 navels, that's gross. So I talk everything over with my daughter, you know. And so, that
What's
3
the perfect
boobs,
size?
I'm asking this guy, I'm asking my husband, this ex, what did he do with the 3 boobs? He never told me. I guess he used all 3 of them. I don't know. But it's some strange stuff out there, for real. And so now,
What's the perfect size?
there is no perfect size, because he said the 2 boobs was one
It might
side,
be.
and her 3rd boob was another
In my
side.
Jeremy.
Wait a minute. So it probably was just a mouthful.
A mouthful is all you
The
need.
3rd one. So you can't never get too many boobs. That's another thing. So not for a
Can
man.
we get an opinion? Any men?
Well, you know.
Okay, if you met an
super
alien
boobs,
woman and she had 4 or 5 boobies, like you see in them cartoons and shit, did
if
you
it was
like her?
proportioned to her body, right?
But
where you
how
gonna put
5
these
of them gonna just go
titties at?
around? And then you could just go from one to the other and it was all perfect. What would y'all do?
I don't know if I want 5 titties. That's a lot of titties.
You wouldn't know how to act, would you?
Man, that's like
See,
that's
they
like
had too many boobies.
What's
See what I just
the
told you?
perfect
They never
size?
said it was too many. They just said they don't know if they can handle it.
not said you can handle it. I don't know if you want it. You know, I'm just what you used to. Was
Sound like
too.
it's gonna be in the way.
You got to come up with titty games and shit.
What if there was a man with 2
Well, that
penises
sound
and
nasty.
they different sizes?
Ooh,
Yeah.
wee.
Would you like that?
Shut up.
That'd be killer.
And you can choose which size you want at the time.
Shut up.
Oh, because he gonna go for the double penetrate.
Right.
He's trying to hit both your
I'm
hoes.
saying that's the first thing I
You going
thought.
for the
You got
double
2?
digger.
Whoa, that's too much. Now 2 is. Ooh.
He gonna tell you right now.
They wouldn't
you-
have threesomes no more. You know, some women maybe having all the guys, 2 guys.
I mean, you'd have 4 dicks.
Don't need
She would never go out.
She could jack a dick out, suck a dick, take 2 on the bottom, but she'd be one bad motherfucker.
Okay.
Yeah, what about a man if he had his own coochie?
What?
Yes, what?
He had his own coochie. What about a man that got his own coochie?
What do you mean? He got one?
Yeah.
And
he
then-
don't want
yeah,
it.
he can fuck himself.
Lord, that's true. Stuff like that is real.
That'd be crazy.
That's too
You
much.
can get yourself.
But that's probably what Adam was
you
doing.
get yourself pregnant.
That's probably what Adam was doing before God decided to make him a mate. Because he had the wound and he could fuck with it himself. So he was probably like, what was that? D.L. Hughley? I think that's him. No, not him. The other one. I forgot which one. He was talking about, he did a joke about Adam. And Adam was off in the corner jacking off and doing all kind of stuff. And God had said, dang, I got to get him a mate. But that's probably what it was like. Because he had the room for her. So now, and there was no woman for him. And he could multiply, man could multiply within himself according to the Bible. Mm-hmm. So that's the same thing. I mean, and then what about the serpent that was in the garden, which was supposed to be Lilith, and she could change from any form. She was a god in the beginning, so she could change from serpent to, and so they say she screwed Adam and Eve.
And Lilith was Adam's first wife. Right?
Yeah, but they don't. What they don't really know, because you know you see that on the history stuff. What they don't really know is that she didn't separate herself, and that ain't his second wife. Adam was a new creation according to the Bible. The one in the garden is a different creation from the first one. The first one was a god, and they was both. They never got separated.
Oh,
so Lilith took over, and you can call it what you want. But yeah, and if you search that back, you'll see that for real. That's what was in the garden. They just kept that.
Bust his ass.
But yeah, so now knowing this kind of stuff. Why is it that women have more problem having sex past, and it's a study on that.
Why what?
Women have more problems having sex past 40, really past 50. I think up until then.
Are you serious? I don't believe that.
Look around you, and you go see most women have to pick up crackheads or men that ain't worth shit after they get 50. For real, they pick up the worst men. They don't have no man doing nothing decent for them for real past 50. If they don't got a man already or a husband, if they ain't already got one.
You know that it be true that they picking up crackheads.
Yeah, I know a lot of friends of mine do it. Women, old women, yes.
Older women,
yes. I know they do that.
Settle for less.
Settle for real less.
Just to get some dick.
Just to get some dick. Yeah. Real less.
I thought they was going to the young dudes, so they didn't have to settle for the less old ass.
But
dudes.
how many do you know that they can have the young dudes for real?
They do. They buying them. That's why they getting them, because they buying the young dudes.
How many do you know that's really selling it? Young men. That's worth something. That's worth something too.
A lot of them.
Because most of them is crackheads, men. They just want a place to stay or some money or some buy some more crack. Think about it.
I don't know about crackheads. Maybe this is how I see it. I see that a lot of them may be in a survival mode where they need a chick with a place to stay in a bar.
That's right. I don't know if they're on crack, but they ain't work shit. That's another thing. Now, those are scrubs.
They ain't got no job.
They ain't got no job.
Yeah.
They on your food
Because you ain't got a job
houses.
and you a man and you willing and body and able, you ain't worth shit. Yes. There is no reason.
Now, unless they can hustle. Now, if they can hustle or something, I know men that can hustle, make money, and blah.
That's the job. We said we don't have no job. And
he was a mechanic, so he could do all
by
kinds of
shit. Don't have no child or no chick, and you by yourself, and you willing and bodied and able, and just ain't working.
What?
And Ready Man is open all the time.
Ready Man, what's that?
That's a place where people go that ain't got no skills.
You ain't worth shit.
Really, like they on crackers.
They ain't got no skills.
I don't know. I don't know what Ready Man is.
Ready Man do all kinds of stuff.
Know.
They go out and they pick up trash. They go to construction sites and be the cleanup people where they ain't fucking with shit. They do a lot of different
So what is the purpose
stuff.
that people have?
They do a lot of different things. I don't know. They do a lot of different jobs.
Okay, but I saw on television.
And they're there every day. Early in the morning.
I was watching the
Am I right?
Yeah. I was watching the Colbert Report, and this lady wrote a book that about sex after 50 because she was hoping that she'd be fuckable. Now, this is a big thing amongst women. Seriously.
I believe it too.
Yeah, and this book is a hot seller because there's so many women relating to that. I can't relate because I've always been fuckable, but I can relate to other women that I see that can't.
I think also, I don't think it's only because they can't get or whatever. I think they don't make themselves available because they're older. Then they don't go out. They stay home. They go to work. They're not really even out there to get no dick. Because it could be a nice looking lady and she ain't get no dick, and it ain't because she can't get none.
You can meet people at a drugstore.
Home,
you
she
can
go
meet
to
people
work.
at a grocery store. You can meet people
She doing her
anywhere.
thing.
Just going back and forth. Seriously, if you're really interested for real, or you don't have something wrong. Seriously. But think about it for real. Just watch what I'm trying to tell you. Because you're young right now, you don't see it. But look around you and you're going to see for real. Most women past 50 really that ain't got a husband ain't doing much. For real.
I can think of 4 right now.
Okay. You can think of 4. Do they have husbands already?
No.
Do they have men already?
No.
So what are they doing?
They work. They work and they travel. I know this lady named Pat. She's older. She works. She travels. She ain't in.
She travel with her man.
She don't got a man. If she got a piece every once in a while, maybe. But she
that's
don't
what
got
I'm
no
saying.
man. She don't got a husband. But this woman, I don't even think she has a piece though. But she's nice.
But maybe
looking.
maybe they like
I think
women,
she
or
just
maybe
don't
they
wanna
don't
be bothered.
be interested. Maybe they not. You never know. Cause see, my mama stopped having sex, and my sister stopped having sex. But both of them kind of like the women on the side too. That's another thing, and I know that because that was my mother, and that was my sister.
That's a whole different
So
story. They like
the
to
average
too.
woman do. They like to go both ways. Then you can do without that. I had dick since I was 15. I don't do without that. And
So
I don't
if
like
you go
pussy.
both ways, you can do without it.
So that's the thing. That was the first thing I had. I didn't get a chance to play with the coochie first. I got embarrassed when I was 5 years old. Some little girl asked me to play hide and go seek, and we got under the blanket. And the little girl was rubbing on me. Kind of felt good too, and I was like, "What is this?" And the big sister pulled the cover off. And said, "Oh, y'all nasty, you freaks," and blah blah blah. And that gave me fucking PTSD at a young age. Every time I used thought, yeah. And she was a big sister, and she gonna tell everybody.
You know what they could do? What I thought they would do? Is tell everybody, all her friends.
Right.
Oh, wow.
And then the next time, it was a church girl. I'm at the church. I left the Catholic church to go to this Baptist church because they had all this good shouting and stuff going on. And the little preacher daughter followed me in the bathroom and asked me to eat my coochie. I had to leave the church. The church, I liked it. I had to leave because I wasn't going to let her eat my coochie. And I'm like, oh my God. And she the preacher daughter. I'm 5 years old. I'm like 5 or 6. I left the Catholic church at 5 because God told me it was wrong to confess to the priest. And he was cursing the little kids in Latin. Little black kids. He cursing your ass. Yeah. And that they was all little demons. And I went home and told my mother. And she let me go to the Baptist church. But I was supposed to take my first communion. I think it was at 6 years old or so. I didn't get to do that because God told me to leave. And I left. So that's what I'm saying. I never got a chance to really experience that at a young age like most girls really do, I guess. And boys too, they say. But I didn't too because I got embarrassed at you, understand? And then my mother,
Most young girls have
although she preached a lot of stuff, she had a woman living with her. And we thought it was a man. Until my sister kissed her.
What?
Yes. We thought it was a guy.
Well, why your sister kiss her? Go back to that.
Because there's some girls that they have to sample everything their mother has.
Ooh, wee.
There are some girls like that in this world. And there's mothers like that.
Wow.
It is. Like, trust me, it is.
That's deep.
More than you even imagine. You understand?
Yeah, and it's
So-
messing with their mama's boyfriend.
Whatever the mama got, they want to sample it. So therefore, my big sister was like that. And so she kissed the woman and found out it was a woman or some shit. I don't know how she found out. Anyway, I'm like 6
She
years
felt
old.
them boobs.
And I'm like 6 years old, so I'm listening and watching all this shit. And so, yeah, it was a big to-do about it. But yeah, it's some people like that in families. That's what I'm trying to say. I didn't come from the best. That's why I got that song PTSD Blues.
Because you didn't come from the best.
That's right. I came from a regular old family, probably one like God created. Because what happened with Cain? Cain killed his brother Abel. And then what happened with Joseph? He got sold for a slave by his brothers and sisters. So that's real family. You know, but I came from that kind that you couldn't trust. So anyway, now we're back to the sex thing now. Okay. You at your age, if and that you want to have a husband, now I think that's what most women your age would want, a husband. Somebody to grow old with, because that's what we've been taught.
Right.
Right. So.
And so your question is?
Yeah. So how would you suspect that you should meet one? That's what I'm saying. Since you at that age, you're in that 30-ish.
How do I suspect I should meet a husband?
Yeah. I know you went to church and that.
Not looking.
That ain't the right place.
Not looking?
Yeah, but you gotta put yourself in the way.
I might meet my husband today at the little dog park.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You gotta be somewhere.
Very sociable.
Right, sociable.
I'm very sociable and I go places and I do.
A lot of women don't try to be sociable.
I'm very sociable.
And think they're supposed to meet somebody.
And go and do whatever. I'm out there. I'm out there.
So how would you think you would know that this is the right man? This is what I'm trying to find out. How do I think I would know? You know, I got a husband, and I know we have so much contradictory. Let me tell you what happened. 4th of July. And this is what's so damn confusing to me. My son's woman friend, girlfriend, whatever you want to call her, lady friend, probably fiance. I don't think he gave her a ring yet. Anyway, she called me to tell me how wonderful my son is. Oh, he's so wonderful. He is cooking. He's doing. I know he can cook and everything. I said, yeah, I know he can cook. I know. I miss that cooking. I said, but my man is a cook too. And he just called me and told me he gonna bring me some of his famous barbecue home and some of his potato salad and what else? Baked beans. And he was on his way home then to the house. And I'm talking on the phone to her. I said, oh, there he is. Let me get my food. I open the door and the nigga ain't got shit.
He didn't bring nothing.
Ain't brought shit.
He said he forgot it.
No.
What happened?
He said he called and told me that he had to give my plate away because, you know, he cooked. And he had to count so many, calculate how many people, if somebody comes late, he had to give it away.
Car. Your plate should have been in the car.
But, yeah, she should have protected that shit with his life. You know how I felt? Do you remember that movie with Eddie Murphy when that woman shot him in the foot? If I had a gun, I would have shot the nigga in his foot. Because I had my mouth water for that shit. I'm talking shit. Oh my God, I'm talking shit to my future daughter-in-law. How this nigga could cook and he can cook. And he gonna come in with nothing. I was really, really hurt. Now, I don't know if women should be that kind of hurt and stuff like that, but it ruined my whole fucking holiday. Yeah. Because I'm like, how could you should have called me, not text me or whatever, left me a month, make sure I know that I ain't had no fucking food.
He had dick.
Yeah. Yeah. How do a woman feel about dick without the other stuff, without the stuff that makes you want the dick?
In your stomach growling. You get off me.
Yeah, I knew I was hurt. I'm already hurt, can't cook. They can't get me.
Ooh, is that you or your cootie?
Yeah.
Make it noise. Stomach growling. No, that's a bad combination.
And then he laid on me and heard my stomach growl. Oh, your stomach making a lot of noise. That's fucking torture. That was torture. I'm like, get off of me. You know?
She didn't even tell me that part. I promise.
I know. But you know niggas don't.
Niggas ain't shit.
Ain't shit.
I'll take a drink to that.
And then I was just so hurt over that. And I don't even know why. Because I could have cooked my own damn food if he hadn't said nothing. You know what I mean? He said, oh, I'm cooking already. You ain't got to cook. I'm cooking the food.
He ate before he came. That's what he said.
Yeah.
No one don't fix me no food.
Shut up. You ain't making it no better.
Hey, B. Jazz. That's what he said. He said, I'm cooking. He got there no food because I ate.
So, yeah, now, okay.
So you ain't got to worry about cooking. I'm
now,
just going
am I
to
supposed to take this because he's younger than me? 12 years younger than me. So, am I supposed to take that?
Man.
Is that like I don't know what to think about that. I don't know what to say.
That's jacked up.
He never done that before. I don't know.
That's jacked up.
Was that being funny?
He gave your plate away to somebody, some chick. He gave your plate away to
and then the worst part, he was all funky. Never been that funky before. I'm thinking, damn, the bitch sucked some dick or something for my plate.
He gave that plate away.
I would have shot him if I had a gun.
He was funky.
I would have shot him. He was funky.
He came home funky?
Funky, never be that funky.
Because he had to feed the first lady.
He been feeding all day. He was working.
He said he was working.
And it was hot.
Yeah, he barbecued and shit. So I couldn't say nothing.
Funky bunky.
Yeah, because he had to barbecue, you know, outside in the heat and all that crap. That's how he had to cook.
It's a hard job.
Funky and left my plate?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he made one, but he left it.
No.
He gave it away.
He gave it to the bitch that sucked some dick or something. That's what I was thinking.
Wow.
Anyway, I'm mad. I was mad. I had to say, and then he begged me not to be mad, so I had to not be mad. I'm like, yeah, okay, I can't act like a nigga, you know, I just can't act like a nigga now.
Did he come in and go to sleep?
Mm-hmm. Did he shower?
That's what he did.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
he always told me to take a bath. Oh, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Niggas ain't shit. Now, how do you know?
How do you know that's the right husband for you?
Thank you. That's why I said I might have number 5 coming.
I don't think you know.
You don't know.
After you get them, that don't mean you might not have been
Sometimes you have to wait and choose. Take your time.
Take your time. Be patient. Don't be in a rush. Just let it come. Let it flow. And let it come to you. And it's time.
That was fucked up. That's all I can say.
Right?
Yes, indeed. I'll drink that.
So, with that, I think we'll take a break and we'll be right back.
Uh-oh.
Because I got to cool down. That just pissed me off again. Stirred up my PTSD. Oh, Lordy.
High flashes.
It's hot as hell in here. Shit.
So proud of you. That's the commercial. I'm so glad you chose me.
Nah, I ain't finna say excuse. Yes, y'all niggas thought I couldn't rap no more because I was all on some of the same shit, man. Fuck y'all niggas. Motherfuck y'all niggas. I'm enjoying being me. When I look up in the mirror, I'm enjoying what I see. All the blemishes and pimples in my big nigger lips, my receding hairline and my big nigger dick. At first them haters say me saying fuck this shit, but since I know I'm on your mind, bitch, I love this shit. Yeah, I know I'm kinda fat, but it's the cheese on my grits. Wanna see me lose some weight? Well, come and watch me take a shit. I only wanna impress when I hope that God's smiling. I know he's a proud parent, even though his child's running. Rest in peace, Johnny Jackson, boy, you with me in my soul. But you know you was too young, why the world so cold? Tomorrow's never promised, haters, get back to your life. I'ma live mine like I'm trying to live mine twice. You can snoop around forever, cause drama, that's you. Fuck that, nigga, I got something better to do. Ain't you got something better to do? Ain't you got something better? Ain't you got something better to do? Ain't you got something better? Nigga, just be you. Nigga, just be you. Nigga, just be you. Nigga, just be you. Ain't you got something better to do? Ain't you got something better? Ain't you got something better to do? Ain't you got something better? Nigga, just be you. Nigga, just be you. Nigga, just be you. Nigga, just be you.
I'm too gangster for the street, yet I'm too hard for a book. Too goofy to smoke a blunt and too elusive for a crook. I'm me, something these other niggas can't be, cause they image is a job and they working OT. Ain't a number been discovered that can make me sell my soul, cause without it I ain't shit, like a flag without a pole. Last night I called God, but his angels put me on hold. Came back and told me call back in 2024. So I guess I got a while on this regular ass planet. The angels surrounded by demons, I just don't understand it. But my quest is the knowledge, I ain't got time to hate. Hell, I'm driving the bandwagon, I ain't got time to wait, cause gas is steadily rising and I'm chasing the horizon. Can't even see the haters, man, because the sun is in my eyes. And if you get ran over, oh well, fuck it, here's the truth. It wouldn't have happened if you had something better to do.
Ain't you got something better to do? Ain't you got something better? Something better to do. Ain't you got something better? Ain't you got something better to do? Ain't you got something better? Nigga, just be you. Nigga, just be you. Nigga, just be you.
My life, trying to get money, trying to get food, trying to get shelter. Who the fuck is you? Can you show me what to do? I don't mean to be rude, but kick rocks, or better yet, you may be excused. This for my hustlers working at Mickey D's, selling bud out the drive-through, quarter pounders with cheese, listening to my beat while you're busting the free. We both here for the money. A meal's good for me, I mean a meal a week, and not a meal to eat. All goes well next year, I don't think a meal is weak. Knock on wood as I speak, cause anything can happen. That's part of the reason why I keep reality in my rapping. Between that and the fact I was raised up scrapping with a mama who hated me and a dead ass pappy. My destiny was to fail, but I changed it, yup, true. You know how? Nigga, I found something better to do.
Molly and the champagne, she didn't even know it. Nah, pimping all in her head, she so proud to show it. She hit the black, she work the pole, she give me dough and say blow it. If I want the shit, ain't got enough, she grind till I can afford it. I'm so over show, I'm decoded. You ain't heard, I bet your bitch know this. Bet your bitch talk about me, the homies. Bet your bitch ass mad that she know me, you mad at the wrong things. Little nigga, I get cash and pass y'all. V8 of mines, little nigga, I obey no cash laws. Pop for bands and I spend it. Ain't no bitch sponsor, no Leonard Dank in my cup, sipping my hand and she wanna be mine. She all in her feelings, all in her own zone. Up here smelling my ozone. man in the mirror, go ahead and talk down at me, cause the man in the mirror, so motherfucker, so go ahead and talk down at me, cause the man in the mirror, my man in the mirror, go ahead and talk down at me, cause the man in the mirror, so motherfucker proud of me, motherfucker proud of me, cause the man in the mirror, so motherfucker proud of me, motherfucker proud of me, cause the man in the mirror, so motherfucker proud of me, motherfucker proud of me, cause the man in the mirror, so motherfucker proud of me, motherfucker proud of me, cause the man in the mirror, so motherfucker, so motherfucker.
Cause I stand it up, cause I am that nigga, y'all niggas too sensitive. Understand this business, understand this people, y'all niggas finna witness. Watch a man talk a risk. It's the man in the mirror, it's the man in the mirror. Plus the man in the middle, still getting this itch, still getting my itch. And that's the end of the discussion. Y'all niggas ain't nothing, extra me be the subject. Selling T's and exceptions. Yes indeed we do it better, Louis V, that's forever. You better check my best, you better check your bitch, better check my left. And she gon' check this breeze, and I'ma check that beat.
Go ahead and talk down at me, cause the man in the mirror, my man in the mirror. Go ahead and talk down at me, cause the man in the mirror, so motherfucker, so go ahead and talk down at me, cause the man in the mirror, my man in the mirror. Go ahead and talk down at me, cause the man in the mirror, so motherfucker proud of me, motherfucker proud of me, cause the man in the mirror, so motherfucker proud of me, motherfucker proud of me, cause the man in the mirror, so motherfucker proud of me, motherfucker proud of me, cause the man in the mirror, so motherfucker proud of me. Swinging through, I ain't got no bands. Racing tires on a Crown Vic. My engine roar. Your bitch, you like if she wave, I bet your bitch come up missing. Pull up and stunt and don't cut ignition. Sativa, indica, fucking mixing. My smoking, popping that C-Slim, turn it way up so they fucking listen. I'm cool, they know what they like that. My boots and coasters are spread. To buy is always an option. Ain't no telling what's in my pocket. Yeah, your boy is breaded. My bitch is breaded. My side bitch buy grand stilettos. And money always be coming in. So H and me just go buy whatever, I'm bout it. Gorilla, yep, nigga go ape shit, I kill him on the motherfucker. Man, you act like you seen it, you act like you did it, you act as I mean it, but you acting solo. Cause the niggas that I know only ride for the cash flow, nigga, y'all no go. If we talk about my high pros, y'all niggas is a no-show. Feel me? HME, C-Slim, know it. Go ahead, talk down at me, cause the man in the mirror, my man in the mirror. Go ahead and talk down at me, cause the man in the mirror, so motherfucker, so go ahead and talk down at me, cause the man in the mirror, my man in the mirror. Go ahead and talk down at me, cause the man in the mirror, so motherfucker proud of me, motherfucker proud of me, cause the man in the mirror, so motherfucker proud of me, motherfucker proud of me, cause the man in the mirror, so motherfucker proud of me, motherfucker proud of me, cause the man in the mirror, so motherfucker proud of me, motherfucker proud of me, cause the man in the mirror, so motherfucker, so motherfucker.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. Hey, hey. Everybody got a story. Live my life, gotta lead the way, and you know. The kids is all that we got. Gotta keep it hot for the next generation to rock. Gotta give it all that we got. I was raised in the hood where it ain't all good. Gotta get it how you live, cause it don't stop. One time it's a block, better be ready to run. They might hit you with a shot to make your heart stop. Dear God, please watch over me. I don't want this evil life to take over me. I'm just trying to find a way about. Can't sleep at night, cause they creep at night. Can't see the light, but I'm trying to find it. Mom's gone, pop's gone, living in the hot zone. Every time I leave home, will I make it back? Too many youngsters in the back of a hearse. Is it really worth it all? Gain it all and then you fall. The American way teaches us the wall. They don't give us no direction when we hit the wall. For the love of the money, it's funny, it's crazy, it's shady, and maybe it's me. The ghetto is what I'm about, and just for the kids, I'm doing it big. Tell them they more than they thinking, come from descendants of kings and queens. And lessons come from my dreams, and life is deeper than what it may seem. Struggle hard to get through the seams, and gleam like the star that shines in the north. It's easy to get caught up, it was not right. Follow behind the fakeness in our journey to find the spotlight. And everybody ill and realer than real, and that's just how they feel. I spend all my life trying to find a better way to live my life. Gotta lead the way, and you know. The kids is all that we got. Gotta keep it hot for the next generation to rock. Gotta give it all that we got. I spend all my life trying to find a better way to live my life. Gotta lead the way, and you know. The kids is all that we got. Gotta keep it hot for the next generation to rock. Gotta give it all that we got. It used to be easy to get on when talent was what it cost. Them days is gone. Where is the relevance in all the songs? They poppin' them things and niggas is gone. I
I remember styles, but now anybody rap, everybody on, anybody clap, everybody strap. No time to listen, there's too many songs. I spent all my life in this struggle and trouble. The biggest lesson I learned is recover your fumble. In the middle of all the traffic and rapping, it's truly happening for real. And what's sad is that it's all about that dollar bill. And the youth is watching and mocking and ball out. And the truth is cops is popping and fall out. If our roots are rotten, then how do they still sprout? Concrete roads, no doubt. How many tries does it take to make it? How many real? How many faking? How many lies been taken over? Misinformation. It's a whole world full of hot heads. And nowadays kids just dropping dead. It remind me of all the shit Papa said. I just shake my head. It's a shame. Time to wake up the game with that clean business. They ask me what I spent. I tell them this. All my life in this shit.
All my life, trying to find a better way to live my life. Gotta lead the way, and you know. The kids is all that we got. Gotta keep it hot for the next generation to rock. Gotta give it all that we got. I spent all my life trying to find a better way to live my life. Gotta lead the way, and you know. The kids is all that we got. Gotta keep it hot for the next generation to rock. Gotta give it all that we got.
And we are back
with God Lily 44, and we are the Virtuous Women and Keisha. And we're here talking about sex today because that's what all women really think about, even if they don't talk about it. I mean, I know I got girlfriends that don't have sex, like you said, and they're past 50, but they have like Henry or Jerry, and they name their little toys. And they have the dildos. And I had a girlfriend, hers, she would take me to the toy store, and hers goes, like this. And so, you know, move around. And so I bought the cheap one. I bought a package because I was single too, and she was showing me what to do because I always been married. I didn't even stay single long enough. So this time it was like a little square book, like a 8x11, a little package, and it had a little clip for the clitoris, and it had an egg in it. And
all that in one package?
Yeah. This was years ago now, because like I said, I've been married for a while, and I get it regular. But
I get it regular.
I had this when I met the African husband.
What's getting it regular? For the average person, not you personally.
Not me.
Overall for women, what's your opinion of what's a regular? Once a week, every other
regular
day?
Would be, I would think regular would be once a week at least.
Yeah.
Or twice.
At least once or twice a week.
Right.
I agree. Yay, we agree. I agree with that.
Okay.
At least once.
At least.
At least once or twice a week.
Getting on the regular is at least once or twice a week.
I think that would be
regular. That's regular.
Regular is more than that.
Regular is.
No,
we said at least.
At least. But it's a survey. They did a survey on that.
You're getting it at least once or twice a week. That's regular enough. They don't tell them what your life
because you don't. Yeah, because even then it gets boring. Like I had husbands that always want to do it more than they want to do it every day, but I have to cut them back because it gets boring. I mean, you just rolling over like in Color Purple. You know what I mean?
I don't know about that.
So it gets boring to me. You gotta do something to make me feel like I want to. At least put some money around it. Wrap some money around it. Make me say, oh, there it is. I got it. I'm just kidding. But anyway, but that's what I think. All right, you being a young woman, how often do you get it?
Whenever I can.
Okay, but how often is that? And if you don't have a man living with you, a regular man with you.
Once a week is good enough.
So once a week is good
Once
enough.
a week is normal. I think that's normal.
I think that's pretty normal.
Me personally?
Especially if you're not married, for real.
Personally, I'm going to say once, twice every 2 weeks. Me personally. That's just me.
Okay.
That's just
I mean, I think that's a lot of women. Seriously.
The hell is this?
I really do believe that. That's a lot of women.
What's that?
But now, do you think that having kids and
affects
sexual, your
Yes.
sexual life,
Very much
and
so.
family, and
I learned that being married after I had kids. After I had kids, I've been downhill ever since. Before kids, I had a very high sex drive. After kids, I think a lot of it for like 5 years had to do with nursing and my titties. And
you nursed your babies?
Both of them, 100%. And so for me,
that's so healthy
was
for a
the
woman.
issue.
Exactly. That's
Sometimes sexually, and then I don't know. I just wasn't in the mood. Didn't want to be bothered.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you, I
did
had my
because I
kids so
had
young.
to.
I was 15, so I was totally confused. The first thing my boyfriend did, which is the kid's daddy, my first husband, was to suck my breast. So I had a man to suck my breast
even
first.
feel the same.
Okay,
Baby
but then wait a
sucking,
minute.
and he goes
But
to suck, and it's like, oh.
But then when the
okay,
kids suck your breast, I couldn't distinguish at 15. This is serious. I couldn't distinguish in my mind how I couldn't feel. I wasn't supposed to feel sex, and the kid hurt. So in that time, I didn't understand how any woman did it, and nobody explained it to me because in those days they didn't have all the internet where you could read or nobody talked to you. So I'm confused. I'm like, here the baby sucking, and it makes me think about my husband sucking it, and then I'm like, oh, this my baby sucking it. How do women distinguish that? How do you distinguish that?
You distinguish it by.
Because I never nursed. I let them dry my breast up, and I never nursed.
I don't know.
baby
That's
after
why I
that.
said it was
never even
difficult for me.
tried.
I can't tell you how you distinguish.
How do women not have a husband? I know men that will suck the breast along with the baby and get the milk. How do the woman keep that in her mind?
Yeah, he like that.
Confused.
They like the milk. They like titty milk.
Oh, how do you distinguish that?
They gotta go down on you often.
Okay. Well, we're gonna. While that's playing, I want to play this. This is a clip on.
I think everybody has a different kind of view of what family is.
My family is open, and they listen to what we all have to say because we do have different thoughts.
I mean, I guess in the future I would want my family to have like open conversations about sexuality and everyone like pitches in their own thoughts and views.
My idea of a family doesn't necessarily is based on sexuality. It's more of acceptance and the way that you are, you as a person, not who you're attracted to.
Maybe it's easier for me to say that I would like to raise a family because I'm straight. It dictates my ability to say I want a family.
You know, I'm not looking for any kind of, kids or a wife now or, 5-10 years down the road, but when I do, I think it has less to do with my sexuality and more to do with, how my personal views of family are.
I would be okay with whatever sexuality that my child would come out as, because I don't want to be that type of parent that isn't okay with it and would just neglect their kid and not even embrace or listen to them. I would want to be that parent that would be there listening, be okay with it, and be encouraging.
And I think as parents, that's our job, is to teach children how to think for themselves, not just to instill our beliefs on them, because I could be wrong. I could be wrong about everything I know, so.
And that is some of the, I got that off the internet, of course, of how and what do you think about sexuality and what is sexuality. And what if one of your boys was gay? What would you do? What if they come home and told you, I like men? What would you do?
No. I don't know what I would do.
You gotta speak up.
I don't know. I don't know what I would do. I don't know. I can't say. It's tough. I don't know. Other than love them. Other than love them and accept them. That's what you would hope to expect. But when the real deal Holyfield comes in the manner of mine, you're like, what? Oh man. I might go off. I don't know. I don't know. The hell you talking about and get to taste his ass again.
She is crazy.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, stop.
Tease it out of them.
Well, I thought about it back in my
All these
day.
pretty women that I kept around you.
But that's a question, seriously. Because see, nowadays,
tough question. That's a good question.
Yeah, that's why I really, try to.
I mean, honestly, what would you do? I mean, I know I was.
I would be like,
two
wow.
sons.
What would you do?
I would be like, wow, but for me, being that we've had a first cousin at a very young age, that our families had to kind of deal with, I think it wouldn't be. I don't think it would be as hard for me to deal with it. It would be like, I missed one. I thought I put enough ass in front of them, or maybe I put too much.
Yeah, because you can make people sick with it.
Yeah, you can do too much ass in their face.
And see, that's another reason why I don't really know how to answer that too, because I have some.
Okay, I had a niece,
boys and girls,
and she raised like 5 girls, and all her girls were virgins, finished high school and all that stuff. But I think she got 2 gay ones out of that. You see what I'm saying? So, but she raised good girls, and they got good husbands. The ones that got married, they was like little princess. The men treat them very, very special.
Okay, so what is this?
But she got 2 gay girls out of that.
What is this when you have them?
And I think she might have scared them too much away from
Gay
sex,
woman who done had a man. The kids had seen the man. They had seen a woman, and they didn't see a woman continuously. Now the kid, the daughter, is gay now. Because she done seen it so much all her life from her mom.
Yeah.
Does that mean the other 2 little kids?
Not necessarily, but if they choose to be, it's because they'll feel like it's in their blood anyway.
The question is, do you think at some point it's just talk in a household?
Sometimes it is. I think it's all of it. I think it's. See, I go so deep back to the beginning. In the beginning, we were all gods and we had no sex. We could choose the sex from coming down here in the body like Avatar. So therefore, you done been male, female, so you're going to get confused coming back in all these lives that we've been in. So people that get cut off, sometimes they still think they're a man. And it's like, and they very much would be, you understand? Or a woman, it's vice versa. So that's how deep you really got to go, is to really find out who's right and who's wrong. And if you go back to the beginning, then we all were gods and we all had both
When I
sex.
think about it, my son is still going to be my son. He's still going to be the same person.
Same person.
He just has a different sexual preference.
That's it.
And I would.
That would be it.
That's it. Now, what if he wanted to be a girl and he wanted to dress up and all kinds of different things and went down the line?
Yeah.
So come on now, we talking on a simple level. Okay, we can move past that. But what about all the extras? Now, in real life, Lily, in real life, you cannot say how you
I had 2
feel
sons,
about
and I prepared myself for either one to
be a cross dresser,
or my girls to be.
I'll dress your ass.
Or the girls to.
Anybody see that movie?
But you know what? Nobody did
You
it
been
because I
watching
prepared
that?
myself for it. That's
Have
the
you been
difference.
watching it?
Not really, but we saw like.
Which one? What is that?
Orange is the New Black. You gotta get it. You gotta get it. You gotta watch it.
Yeah, I heard about it, but I don't know what it is. Yeah.
I thought about it because the situation of the guy that's there. The man who's a husband and his wife knew, and she allowed it. She helped him put on one of his dresses, and he got a son.
Okay, but what's the big deal? If she know that he's like that, why
Just
not help
what
him?
she went through the process of knowing that your husband, your son.
But see, it's been happening so long. I know a lady that's my age, and I met her about 10 years ago, I guess. And she had just came from California. She was married to her husband 20-something, 28 years. He was in the service all that time, retired. And then she finds out he's gay 7 years ago. So she tried to deal with it, and she couldn't. And it ran her crazy. So then she was living with her daughter here in Colorado. That's how I met her. And she was trying to go out and have fun, but she didn't know how to, because she had been married for 28 years, and just finding out her husband was gay. So that kind of runs women crazy. I would prefer my husband to tell me that he's bisexual or like that, and we deal with it on that level, or I go about my business.
You would prefer, but it don't happen like that.
I would prefer to be honest with me.
Embarrassed.
But
I think it's going to break up your relationship.
But I would think that if you're a married person and you really married, that you would understand each other's stuff.
Really?
I'm serious. I'm
you
at
would
that
think
age.
that, but it don't be like that. You would think that, but it don't be like that.
Okay.
In
But then if he's gay,
reality.
he should have married a bisexual woman.
Okay, but he didn't. There was reasons why he didn't.
And then they could both play.
He didn't.
Then they could have what they call
this.
this.
Wouldn't be acceptable.
What they call these couples that they call them now.
Community experience. I'm not telling nobody.
But they've always had that. Where they couples. What they call them? I can't think of the name of them.
Swingers.
Swingers, yeah. They always had swingers.
It's not the same.
Back in Chicago, they had swingers in the richest neighborhoods.
It's not the same thing.
They even had a
You
pimp.
can be a swinger and not fucking no
the
dude.
rich women.
What are you talking about? It's not the same thing. Swinger, just because you're a swinging couple don't mean you gotta be doing the dude.
Oh, you don't?
Dude's doing dude. No.
I thought that's what swinging mean. You swap.
You swap couples. You ain't gotta swap.
You swap couples and you having sex with each other, partners.
If you my man and we swinging, we go hook up with another couple, it
And they
doesn't
swing.
have to be the two men. I'm switching my wife and you switching your wife.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And
But
we
you
all
still-
together.
Well, I
hanging
know
out.
it don't have to be.
But it
I know
don't
somebody
have to be
fucking
two
somebody.
men.
Okay. Right, I know that. Well, that I knew.
What were we talking about? The transsexual men, gay men. Why are they in the homes of wives and don't tell their wives?
Yeah,
and
right,
you saying they should
then they do
because they're married and they should have this bond together and they should tell
because
her.
the woman ain't gonna want to see her man getting fucked in the butt.
Okay, so why is he gonna tell her?
When he wasting a perfectly good coochie.
So why is he gonna tell her this?
How you know? She might want to watch that.
That's what I'm saying.
She
If
might
she a
wanna
freak,
rub him on his
if
back.
you're gonna go that far, you might as well go it all the way. That's what I'm thinking. Shit. I mean, you don't know what people do. I used to go to the Bahamas, and they told me, and this is the truth, that the Bohemian men, they told me I didn't have to pay, but the white women had to pay. Because the white men would bring their
Pay for
wives
what?
over there. They bring their wives over there to get black dick, and they would watch.
Oh.
And they pay.
I'm with that. That's different.
Yeah. I'm like, damn, I didn't know that. I don't know how many
You
black
go
men
to
would do that.
Marshall and do that.
I don't know how many black men would go and do that.
You can go to Marshall. Who know the Marshall?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Somebody know Marshall.
Anybody know Marshall?
Yeah.
You go do that to Marshall.
But anyway, that's some of the stuff. Oh well, I kind of tried. I paid a lady to give my first husband a blowjob.
Why?
Because he wanted it, and I was trying to be a good wife. Back then, I was in the church, and the church, you was like Abraham's wife. You see what I'm saying? When she gave the maid to her, the servant to Abraham,
Pay him? Why would you gotta pay the girl?
Well, because that's what she did. She had a husband, but her husband didn't know she did that on the side. So she told me she did it on the side, and she charged $50. I gave $50. I had money at that time, so I gave him $50. What shit? And I gave him $50, and I let him go in the other room. And then I was supposed to get my turn, but he never gave me my turn.
What?
I was gonna go to Bahamas. We had been married
What do you
20
mean? You
years.
supposed to get your turn in what?
I was supposed to be able to have somebody to do me, and
Of course,
but I had to leave town.
He reneged on the deal when it was your turn,
Right,
but he got his head.
Well, I got tricked.
What kind of shit is that?
I got tricked. That's why I don't believe in all that shit. After that, and I was young, and I was just trying to be an obedient wife and
I'm
shit.
getting mine.
You know.
You got yours, I'm getting mine.
And so he said I couldn't do it in Chicago, period. In Illinois.
Don't do it at home.
So somebody was no. So we had to go all the way to the Bahamas. And we go to Bahamas, and I picked a big old 6'6" guy.
When he paid him?
No, he didn't pay him. The guy was
What if
willing.
he's
They do it for nothing. They
6'6" with feet like Pastor Young.
Oh yeah, and so
I'm with that.
Yeah, but
I
then
would do that.
But then my husband
I
sat
was
there
married.
and he was right there. Is it in yet? And he had through the cover. And he looked like this under the cover. Is it in? And the man said, "Oh, I can't do nothing."
Oh Lord, he was up in it like
right,
that.
right. And he knew that wasn't gonna work.
Oh Lord,
So I
Is
never
it in yet? And y'all trying to do it? And he right there.
Yeah, and so then I didn't. And so yeah, that's what
Is
happened.
it in yet?
So then,
Wow,
we
you'll
had-
know in a minute.
So I, shut up.
You should have
Oh,
known.
wait a minute. I'm glad that it happened. Let me tell you what really happened. So after that, we would go back home and everything, and I'm mad. I'm really pissed because I ain't never get mine. And I'm like, okay. But they already told me, the Bohemian man said, do not bring no husband no more, man. Don't bring no husband. I said, okay. So
Come by yourself.
Yeah.
We all take care of you.
So then, so I had met some lady friends while I was there. That one lived in New York, the other one lived in Jersey. One was an antique dealer, and the other one was a teacher. And so they hit me up and they said, we're going back to the Bahamas, meet us in Florida. So that's what I did. I met him in Florida. And so
You went while you was married. Your husband didn't know.
well, he knew I was going, but you know.
You
He didn't care. He had all the coochie. Well, he's a preacher. He had all the coochie he wanted. And so
They
anyway.
didn't have cheese back then.
And so anyway.
They have what?
Cheese.
Oh no, they had cheetahs there.
You just made it cheetahs.
But anyway, so I went and I met them over there, and I hit that nigga up, the one that I had. And boy, he took me out. He wined me and dined me, and then we got ready to have sex. And he was this big as my arm.
What?
This big for real.
That big.
That big. Every
That
bit
big.
of it was this big as my arm.
Measure it?
And I said, "Oh no, I can't handle that." He said, "No, just put the tip in." So I tried to put the tip in, and I could not walk.
She paid on the tip. She just took the tip there. Just the tip.
I couldn't even take the tip. The tip hurt me, and I couldn't even walk.
Next thing you know, the balls was
Honest to
smashing the
God,
back.
I could not walk.
Just the tip.
And so he said,
Just look at the tip.
he said 85% of the Bohemians got big dicks. He said the other 15% should be dead. I said, oh God, let me find
You
the
said they should be
15%.
dead.
So
They should be dead.
I went looking for the 15%. That's what he told me. I went looking for the 15% after that. Like I did
You
not
should
touch
be
that.
dead. Come on back to the room.
No, I didn't try that no more. And then after that, he got mad at me and everything because I just couldn't do it. So anyhow, that's why I'm glad I didn't try it that night. If that had happened, somebody would have got killed. But that shit big, that big, put out, he would have looked crazy.
Man.
She be coming out your mouth.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you. Married people be trying stuff. I tried everything. I done tried it all. All the stuff that they
I would
tell
try
you
it out.
that
Go out
people be
of town.
writing about,
Yeah.
and we supposed to be trying to make your sex life better. It only really fucks it up worse to me. So
Yeah.
I don't know
So
what's
that
right and
fucked
what's
it
wrong.
up if you would have got your real turn and he had his real
It would have
turn.
fucked it up too, especially if it had been good dick. It would have
Wow.
been really fucked
And he
up.
live in a whole nother country. You coming back home?
Oh, I went back there 3 or 4 times.
For him.
I know that's
No,
right.
not for him.
Shit.
I went back there and have fun. The last time he set me up until they took my gold. I had them roll of gold chains.
What? They took you gold? They robbed you?
Yeah. So that's why I go back. He set me up.
It's like I have enough. Wow.
So anyway, that's why I didn't go back to the Bahamas no more after that. But yeah, all the women used to hang out there from my hometown, and they had a little gold. You hung out in the Bahamas. So yeah, when you get off the boat, the plane, they be singing to you, checking you out there, singing songs to you and shit.
Come over to the left,
Okay,
we will
I
rob
had a
you.
full
I woke up. Okay, let me take you
Silly
one more.
American.
I woke up in the hotel room, my 2 girlfriends. One of them had the limbo man in the bed.
And her kidney was gone.
And I didn't know what the hell was going on. That couple was going through all kind of stuff. And I'm in the other bed, me and the other girl. In the other bed, there's 3 of us. We had
So
to
you
share
didn't see
the
the
president
goat?
suite.
Was a goat in there too?
Huh?
The goat was in there too?
A goat?
Yeah.
To the goat.
You know goat there?
No, what's the goat? A goat?
She'll find a goat.
Usually the man brings a goat.
Oh! Shut up.
Goat murder.
But anyway, she had the limbo guy. This is how they rolled. You know, these rich bitches. I ain't trying to be funny, but these rich bitches. And so I just had to get out of there and go find me something to do because I'm like, hell, you know. But that was my experience. Yeah, go ahead.
Was he limboing?
Yeah, they was limboing for real. It was cute too. I remember him from the last night when they were doing the limbo that night before. How you be out, everybody be out. I didn't know she brought him to the hotel room.
What?
When I woke up, they was getting it on. Yeah, so when then you hear women go to the Bahamas,
It's true. Bahamas.
and then you get
Jamaica.
naked as you could be. You have see-through. I had the see-through shit. I could not wear nowhere else. Yes, that's the life.
You said yes.
Well, go ahead. What was your experience in the
I went to
Jamaica? Because
Jamaica.
you have been to Jamaica. I ain't never been there since I
On a
got
cruise. Had met somebody. The cruise port, you only be there like 6 to 8 hours. You
Wow,
be there
that's
for
hot.
the day.
Yeah.
Just chill, hang out, whatever. And I wasn't buying no souvenirs or nothing. I like going and seeing the
Right, the real
town.
shit, yeah.
The town.
And the village people, wherever they're.
So I met this
The neighbors.
guy. It was nighttime. We didn't leave till like midnight. So we went out to the club. Later we took a drive, and I'm like, where the hell are we going? Next thing you know, we're at this beach. Whatever they had going on earlier that day, they still had the little thing up, the little white thing on the beach. So then I had a blanket, and I ended up having sex on the beach. And it was nighttime, and it was just by coincidence or whatever you want to call it that little white little thing was there.
That was left there for that.
I
You know,
never
no stuff
really had,
there.
and they probably had cameras too.
Dang
but
it.
I never really had good sex on the beach. I did it with my husband in the park. My first husband.
You know, you see
And
the
he was
movie.
so scared because I'm trying to get. I said, we got up under the tree because I just wanted to do it like that. And he was too scared. I'm like, I bet if I was another bitch, you wouldn't be scared. And then
So
always
they got a
had to say
PTSD
what they
kicking
love.
in. I bet there's another.
Out of nowhere. So I almost missed the
Yeah,
ship.
you see what I'm saying? I'm trying to do exciting thing. He getting scared. Go ahead.
I almost missed the ship because after I was done, I was like, oh shit, I gotta go.
Took you a long time, huh?
No, it didn't. I ain't even getting into details. A third party showed up. I'm like, what the hell? What's going on?
Man or female?
A male.
Oh, shut up.
So anyway, I almost missed the ship because I looked. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go. So I'm driving fast. I'm running to the
Yeah,
ship.
you don't want to get left over there.
Somebody in the little go-kart, when you go through the little customs, whatever, before you get on the ship, and the go-kart came, picked me up. Somebody had seen me earlier when I had left the ship. Got on it right in time. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that would be
That was an
devastating.
experience of a
Right.
lifetime, though. It was,
Right.
it was like so
What was the thrill?
interesting.
Was
Adrenaline,
the thrill
everything. It was
running
like,
for the ship?
Well, my girlfriend.
almost got left.
Got a nut. Got to
My
chase the
girlfriend,
boat,
my nurse friend, I ain't gonna tell you her name, but you know
got
her.
caught by a third
Went
person.
to Jamaica, and she had this, what you call it, fantasy, that she would be in this,
Twice.
she would be in a canoe or a boat, and be having sex and naked, right? So, and with a fine guy, and he rescued her.
On the boat?
Yeah, it's like it. He had to rescue her or some shit like that. Anyway, that was her fantasy. So this is what happened. She gets in the boat with this fine guy, and I don't know really what happened, but it tips over. She naked, and he had to drag her back to the shore, butt naked, cause
butt naked.
I think he tipped the boat over so he wouldn't have sex.
He kept the money. He kept the money. The money didn't get wet.
She said she never got the sex. The boat tipped over as soon as she got out her clothes.
She paid first.
Oh no, I don't know. Don't ask me. But that's a true story. She and she said then he drags her back and she's naked. And she said, but when I pictured it, Lily, I had a good shape. I'm still fat.
Nothing.
So that was the difference. So how would you like
Really
that to
telling her,
happen?
Freddie ain't got nothing over here.
Oh, you telling on me, huh?
No. No, I didn't, because he's sitting right here.
But did you hear what happened to my friend? She had this fantasy that this she'd be out in this canoe and
The guy rescued her.
and he had to rescue her, and she'd be, naked and fine, all that kind of stuff. And he had to
Tipped
give
her
a
ass
CPR
off in
and
the
shit.
water.
But she went to Jamaica. She got in the boat with this fine guy, and I guess when she took her clothes off, he tipped it over.
What?
I just said that, but she said the boat tipped over. And then she had, and she
When she took her clothes off?
I don't know. She said she had no clothes on.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, and he had to rescue
He was
her.
like, oh no.
And it wasn't the way she wanted it to be. She didn't never get no sex with that.
We messed up everything.
But anyway, that's women have fantasies. I tell you, all women got some kind of fantasy, but some women don't talk about it. I like to talk about everything. I'm a blabbermouth, and that's really keep you from being sick. And we really let the shit out. Let somebody else worry about the shit.
Fantasy is 2 guys.
2 guys. I had a girlfriend that wanted that too. 2 guys. What you gonna do with 2 guys?
I don't know. whole lot.
That's too much dick for me.
It might be. I don't know.
Because then they're going to want to put it somewhere it ain't supposed to be. And it's going to piss me off.
What if you just got one rubbing you and massaging you the whole time while you're doing it?
Or maybe you want to eat a cookie while you fry.
Or that too. No, I want
But
to.
But the problem is,
just a body massage.
it would have to be like
in the midst,
like real fine or something. Just gorgeous. Ain't never been my fantasy. That's the problem. I can't see me doing 2 dicks at one time.
You can't do 2 dicks at one time. It's just if I get 2 males. 2 males over you.
I did. Me and my girlfriend.
2 males over you, on you, consuming you.
I would like
all
for them
about
to
you from
be
2.
I wouldn't mind them massaging me and all that kind of stuff or whatever. I don't know about 2 dicks.
One on each side.
I wonder why I never tried it. I'm trying to think, did I ever know 2 men that I wanted like that?
Yeah, that's true.
So you got to think about that.
Yeah, I didn't get past that.
Okay. But I got a girlfriend that was her fantasy. Was to do that. So yeah, we still
Does she want to eat ass? I just want to say that.
I just wanted to say that.
So anyway, that's our show for today. And next week we are going to come back with some brand new what? Subjects.
New subjects.
Subjects.
What's your new subject for next week?
You're going to figure it out this week.
Yeah. So whatever you go through this week, we're going to make that your subject for next week.
Whatever I go through?
Yes. You don't got no kids here.
Okay, my first week without kids.
Right.
All right. That's what's up.
No kids. I don't know about your man and
My
all that.
first week without
But-
kids. Okay, I'm with that.
Yeah, we're going to do that, and
that could be a 15
and then
minute topic.
Then I'll go through what I had to go through this week since I got disappointed last week. I'm gonna see if I get some makeup stuff this week. We're gonna see how men act. We're gonna talk about them niggas.
How men act?
Because I'm gonna talk about mine.
Jesus, makeup sex.
Yeah, because he got
Makeup sex?
Makeup sex. That's
You got to eat some ass.
Yeah, he ain't ate no pussy in a long time. I'm really.
Blow the wedge off.
Yeah, I'm gonna be mad until he do now. It just made me think
Time
about
for the blow the cobwebs off.
I'm gonna be mad until he do now, and then he's blocking everybody off. Nobody else can get that.
I thought that was just a part of it.
Yeah, me too. All the time. Me too.
Part of it.
It's been the backup thing for me, and that seems to be what's been working. But anyway, next week we're gonna talk about what women go through when they don't have kids and at home, and I don't have none at home. So we're gonna talk about women my age and women your age and what we do.
Interesting to find out.
Yeah, what I'm gonna do next week because
Interesting to find out.
and we'll be seeing you guys. And don't forget to tune in on Blog Talk Radio to God Lily 44, and we'll see you here with Dr. Kush and V Jams and Sweet Keys and God Lily 44 SOS Smoke One Sisters.
What's up, y'all? Yeah, 5 Minutes of Fame is already on iTunes. Diamond in the Rough coming soon. You can get hot tracks like
It smells like
available right now on iTunes.
in an instant I can make her say that she loves
That's
it when it
right.
rains.
Stopify, Amazon.
It smells like rain.
You could even get it in Japan and Korea. Go out there and check out your boy, Dr. D.B. Kush.
That she love it when it rains.
Check it out. And you know it's that season, y'all, right? Baby girl been just sitting there waiting. Are you gonna get down on your knees? Are you gonna say something to her? She thinks she put the work in.
She wants my last name, M-double.
That's also available right now. And the smash hit. They're smashing all over the country, worldwide. All I need is weed available everywhere, huh?
I don't need no
Let's go.
cocaine, no crystal meth, no heroin,
All right.
no gin, no Captain Morgan,
Okay.
no pussy hole, no order.
That's right.
I'm okay with Vancouver.
Vancouver.
And some Eddie Cabrera,
At home, baby.
one block radio,
We straight. Pick that shit up. Available on iTunes, Amazon, Move Music, Spotify, Kicks, everywhere. What y'all need? And the new song that's Dr. Smash It. Be coming out 7/10, 2014. Get up on it. Canada Olympics.
Canada Olympics, baby. Going for the gold. What up, dude? I'm Dr. D.B. Kush. One Blood Radio in the building. 710 Radio in the building. Going ham. Yes, sir.
A can Olympian, baby. I'm gonna light something. Get blow to the brain. My Vikings in the
Bill's Pop-In Production.
Don't you love it? Will she love it?
It smells like rain. I like it when it rains. In an instant I can make her say that she love it when it rains. It smells like rain. I like it when it rains. In an instant I can make her say that she love it when it rains. A little hot, do you feel it too? I smell the rain and girl, I want it all over me. It's coming down, do you feel it too? Thunder and lightning, I just hope I'm not scaring you. Hold on girl, I can feel your rainbow. I'm falling deeper and there's nothing that I can do. Can't even fight it, it's your rain clouds. That's excited, I like it, I like that. It smells like rain. I like it when it rains. In an instant I can make her say that she love it when it rains. It smells like rain. I like it when it rains. In an instant I can make her say that she love it when it rains.
The freak, the super freak in you. The rain had you screaming, do you? You getting freakier by the smells. Oh well, like Rashida, you want your legs to the moon under a spell. Bang, bang, bang from the back, hit you like Peter Gunn. You might get sweaty under the sun, but soaking wet is more fun. As the thunder cracks, you hear more ass smacks, screaming for Mr. Soul Pole as the whip cracks.
Smells like rain. I like it when it rains. In an instant I can make her say that she love it when it rains. It smells like rain. I like it when it rains. In an instant I can make her say that she love it when it rains. I know how I can make it storm for you. Throw on my raincoat and backstroke and slide it through. I can control your weather, watch me do it. Tsunamis, hurricanes, and flash floods too. Hold on girl, I can feel your rainbows. I'm falling deeper and there's nothing that I can do. Can't even fight it, it's your rain girl. That's exciting, I like it, I like that. It smells like rain. I like it when it rains. In an instant I can make her say that she love it when it rains. It smells like rain. I like it when it rains. In an instant I can make her say that she love it when it rains.
We stepped out on the patio, storm clouds looming. She said it smelled like rain and shit started booming like a mushroom trip. 2 ballroom dancers in a deep dip, not worried about a nip slip, just an erotic trip. Ripping her clothes, feeling like we on a slip and slide. Baby oil, deep stroking, feeling like I'm on a cool ride. 420 in the air, people watching, she don't care. This the type of season she loves to smell in the air.
I like it when it rains. In an instant
and I can make her say, yeah, that she love it when it rains. It smells like rain. I like it when it rains. In an instant I can make her say, yeah, that she love it when it rains.